As we count down to the November election, 5 weeks from tomorrow. Last week, our Dave McKinley looked into a question from a viewer who asked about pre-filled applications for absentee ballots. The Democratic Party was sending those out to voters. In fact, both parties have been doing that over the past few election cycles, but now there is a lawsuit that is challenging the statute that changed how these absentee ballots work. So specifically, the Republican and conservative parties are challenging the state laws that allow New Yorkers to cite COVID concerns as a reason to vote by mail instead of in person. In the lawsuit that was first reported by the website Gothamist, the plaintiffs claim that the state constitution doesn't allow for absentee voting except for specific reasons, and fear of COVID isn't one of those. If a court agrees, Two on Your Side legal analyst Barry Covert says it could cause chaos for those people who have already applied for a mail-in ballot, got those ballots, or some folks who've even already sent them in.
This would cause real problems in relation to counting those ballots and how to handle that. Would also, if the judge does grant the plaintiff's motion for an injunction, would then require those individuals who were going to vote through absentee ballot to appear and vote in person unless they come within the definition that the Constitution provides for physically disabled and or illness or military training or military excuse that you would not be able to vote in person.
Covert says that chaos is likely to be part of the state's argument against the lawsuit, which is challenging laws that were passed more than a year ago. The question is, why file this lawsuit now?
The governor's office, the attorney general's office, the state board of elections is going to claim that this was being done now at the last minute. The judge should not rule upon this until this election process is over, because this was purposely timed to throw this into disarray. However the judge rules, we can expect that decision will be appealed. So we won't have a final decision anytime soon, and it could throw the entire absentee ballot election process, which has already begun, into great disarray.
The lawsuit also challenges the law passed last year that speeds up the canvassing of absentee ballots, saying that it limits their ability to go to court to challenge those ballots. There is a hearing in this case set for Thursday of next week. We'll keep you posted on what happens.